to another video. I'm Angelic, and for this video I'm going to be making the first episode of the Tips and Tricks series. Basically this series is going to be me showing you all my favourite tips and tricks for my favourite games, ways to play the game faster, easier, level up quicker, things like that. And so for this video, for the first episode, I am doing Adopt Me for the first one because I think this is one of the easiest things to do. I'm just going to be showing you basically how to grind, how to get money fast and easy, and obviously once you've got money you can buy pets and things like that. So I'm basically going to be showing you how to get this money fast and easy. So my first tip is to get a job. Now this is something that they've recently introduced into Adopt Me. They introduced it quite a while ago, but I feel like it's still unknown because when I first realised that Adopt Me introduced jobs, I didn't really know how they work, so this is kind of explaining what they do. So basically this is so annoying, that keeps on coming up, I'm sorry. Anyway, so in the pizza party or pizza place or whatever it's called, and the hair salon, there are different jobs that you can pick from. So as you can see, there are multiple different ones that you can choose. And a lot of people are doing that one actually, but I really like the cook, my favourite. Different jobs that you can do to earn money. So during the daytime, you can do these jobs and it gets you extra money. So if you're someone who generally doesn't like doing tasks, then I would suggest that doing jobs is a lot more fun because like you basically don't have to do like that much. It's like really simple, and you just do the job, and then you get like a little thing here, and then by the end you get some money. So it's a really good Adopt Me update, and I think it's something people should definitely start doing a bit more because it's an easy, fun way to get money, and I think that it's like really good. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I am making pizzas. That is what the chef in the pizza place does, and it's really simple. Oh no, I lost that pizza. Right, okay. It's really simple as a chef. Basically what you do, you take the dough, you roll out the dough, and then what you do is, once you've rolled out the dough, you put toppings on, which, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. And it doesn't even matter really which toppings you put on. And yeah, it's really simple, and I know it's not coming up as money now, I don't know why, but when I quit the job I will get some money, and it's a really easy way to make money, and it's super fun as well. Okay, so the next tip is something which is quite small and simple and doesn't get you a lot of money, but can definitely help get you money and is very useful when you're selling things. So basically I would suggest, as one of the first things you do if you join Adopt Me ever for the first time, is to invest in a stand. Now these stands, I think, yeah, here you've got the lemonade stand, the barbecue stand, and up here there is the cotton candy stand. Now I definitely suggest these stands because I have a lemonade stand and they're really useful because what you do is you just go to a busy place or a place that people visit often. So I'm going to put it, someone's put it up there, I literally had it up there before. I'm going to put mine here. Oh, that is my thing. And I put it as 3 because I think that's a really good price. I have had a lot of people buying my lemonades when they're at 3 because 5 is too expensive, but you still want to make more money than maybe 1 or 2. And basically people just go up to it and buy lemonade from it. And what I was saying before about if you want to use it to sell things, then in your house, if you've got a drawing board that says, maybe it says you can have this pet for like 2 lemonades, and then if you set the lemonades as 10, then they buy 2 lemonades and then you get 20 and then they can take the pet. So it's also really useful for trading and things. But yeah, one of the first things I would definitely recommend doing if you have Robux when you join Adopt Me is buying one of these stands, because even though it's a little bit of an investment, obviously because it's Robux and it's basically real money, I feel like it's still a really good investment and you can earn a lot from it in the long term. Okay, so this next tip is something really simple that I think a lot of people still do, but it's something I do want to remind people about because I feel like a lot of people still don't do it. But basically it's as simple as always having a pet out and always being a baby, unless you're doing something like the job and you obviously don't want a pet out and you want to be an adult, or you're doing a role play with like pets and stuff. Otherwise, if you are grinding just normally doing your tasks and things, I definitely suggest doing this because you basically get twice the money. So you get tasks for the baby and then you get tasks for the pet. And I think that basically gives you twice as many tasks, which means you can get twice as much money. So it's something really simple, but I think it's something people still don't do. And so I think it's really good that I think people need to, I just basically wanted to let you all guys know, because this is a really simple thing to do, but it's still very like important in the game, and it definitely helps. Okay, so I know that all my other tips have been things that people generally know about, but this tip is just something that I only just found out about, and it's really useful. So after you've spawned in Adopt Me, and like you've joined for the first time and you're in your house, as soon as you're out in your house and you're into the town map, don't go back to your house, because it's a waste of time going through the like the portal thing and going back and forth. Instead, come to the campsite, because I'll show you why. Because in your house, all you basically have is food, beds and showers, right? Well, in the campsite, you also have beds, free food, which is even better, and showers. And the thing is, this doesn't even cost you any money. It's literally free. Whereas with a house, obviously, you have to buy it. You have to buy all these different things. And I think this is something a lot of people don't know, but it's really useful, because obviously the campsite is in the town map. It's right next to all of your other tasks. So not only can the campsite do the camping task, but you also get the sleeping task done. You can't really get the thirsty task done, but you can obviously go in here and buy a drink. So that's the only thing that's not free. And then you can get the shower task done, and obviously, like I said before, sleeping and food. And then the best thing is, it's free, and you're also literally right next to the town map. So this is something really useful, and it's something I definitely wanted to include in this video, because this is one of my biggest tips. I think it's really, really useful, and it's just so much easier as well, because you don't have to travel as much. Okay, so the next tip is another simple one that a lot of people know about, but I feel like people still ignore it, because I know I feel like I'm saying that for every tip. I am saying that for every tip, actually. But basically, if you go to your task board, then you have tasks. Basically, I think you get one every day. And obviously you can like reset them if you don't like the task you've got. But if you wait a while and let these tasks build up, then what you do is you just basically go through them, and you can spend 10 minutes just doing all your tasks. And like, I think the tasks that give you the least amount of money maybe give you about 50, and the tasks that give you about most can, I think, give you about 150 or 200. So it's a really easy way to make money, especially if you've got lots of tasks. So how would you do a task? So basically, on your task board, it will literally show you all the tasks. And some of them you don't get money for. Don't bother doing them if you don't get money for it. Some of them you get potions for, and I will go on to the potions in a second. That's the next tip about potions. And here it says, so this my task now is buy 5 furniture items, and you get 60 for it. But you don't have to spend money to do this. So if you go into stuff, then you can see that there is a free piece of furniture called Build with Friends. And if I place 5 of these, then I've literally already got 5, and I can just claim 60 for doing nothing in return. Then I just go back to stuff and can delete them. So even if you did maybe, even if you did, you know, what's it called? Even if you did like have to spend some money to do it, you could sell it and get all the rest of that money back. So doing tasks is really useful. And if you don't do your tasks usually, then you'll hopefully have loads and loads of tasks on your task board. So that means that you can, what you can do is when you next log into Adopt Me, you can spend 15 minutes or so just doing all of those tasks, and you'll probably make about 1,000, which is really useful, and obviously is a lot of money. So I think doing your tasks is something I definitely suggest, like you've got the tasks on your task board, something I definitely suggest, and I think it's really useful, and it's really good for people who want to make money quickly, and it's definitely really good if you're a beginner and you're saving up for something like a house. Okay, so the next and final tip is about potions. Now, I was saying before that on your task board, you sometimes can get things, instead of getting money, you get potions for it. And this is something that you should do if you're a very lazy Adopt Me player. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but if you want to go AFK for maybe like 10-15 minutes, then there's a way you can still get the money for all your tasks. So let's say you go AFK for 10 minutes, maybe because you have to, or maybe because you can't be playing, like you need a little break, or like you just basically don't want to play Adopt Me anymore, anything like that. You go AFK for 10 minutes and you will get loads and loads of tasks. And some people are like, oh, I can't be bothered to do them, I just won't get the money. And then some people are like, oh, well, I mean, I'll just have to go do all of them. But then the time they get to their tasks, all of the tasks are done. Well, clever people who know about this, unlike me, know that there is such thing as cure-all potions, which basically cure all of your tasks. So I don't know who has the most tasks, but I'm going to feed it to my pet. So I'm going to feed my pet this. And now what this is doing is this will cure all of my pet's tasks, but I still get the money for it, and it's instant. So I know it only came up with one task there, but you get, look, it's coming up with multiple tasks. I got 16 for the first one, 20, then 36. Let's see what the next one is. 24. That's a load of money. I basically earned just 150 in like a split second, and that's simply by feeding it a potion, and that is so useful. And that's my top tip for today: is get cure all potions. You get them from doing your tasks, so that does relate to the last tip. Do your tasks. And yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I hope that the tasks were, not the tasks, oh my gosh, I've said tasks too many times. I hope that all of those tips and tricks were very useful, and I hope that you have enjoyed the tips and tricks series so far, because obviously this is the first episode. But if you have enjoyed this video, then drop a like, and I will try and do another tips and tricks video. And basically what I do is I use tips and tricks that I use personally, and then there are some that I find on the internet, like I do a little bit of research. And also, guys, comment if there's another game you want me to do tips and tricks on. I might do Bloxburg next, or I might do something like Bed Wars. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time. Bye!